I accidentally dropped my glasses in my hot chocolate cup. Who does that? They needed to be washed anyway. How y'all doing? I need to make some shea butter, some whipped shea butter today. It's this body butter. We use it as a leave-in conditioner and a body moisturizer. I use it on my cuticles. I use it on everything. My son literally slathers himself with it from top to bottom every single day. But it's great for 4C hair. I haven't bought a leave-in conditioner in a year. This is what I use. It's half coconut oil, half shea butter. It doesn't matter if it's yellow or white, but today I'm using white. This is a double boiler method, so I'm going to get Big Bertha right here. Fill this up with a little bit of water. And then I have my stainless steel pan. A little bit more water. This is what I'm going to melt my oils in. After they're melted, it won't take long. It won't take a few minutes because it's already hot in here. After they're melted, we're going to sit it in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 hours until it's firm, and then we're going to beat it. I already washed this out. It was sitting on the shelf. You know, things collect dust, so I like to rinse everything out before I use it. Now I'm going to dry it because you don't want water mixed in with your oil because it's going to make the product go bad prematurely. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to prep my refrigerator because that stainless steel is going to be very, very hot. So I'm going to put it on my bamboo cutting board to cool down. Judas got some dough resting. I think he's got an order. My son has his own bakery. He's got an in-home bakery for pickup only, and he makes donuts, cookies, and fresh bread. All right, let me go get my coconut oil. All right, so my coconut oil is melted, so it's gonna make it a little more challenging to measure everything out properly. So I buy my coconut oil from this brand in bulk online. It's on my Amazon store. And I also buy this on my Amazon store, but I use these as a refill. I open this all types of wrong. This is the part that I don't particularly care for because the shea butter is usually really, really stiff. And it's not so easy to get it out of the container. But it's been warm in my neck of the woods. Ooh. Let me get my other. I feel like I should have gotten the other one. I'm thinking, should I use the rest of it? I have more. That's enough. I usually don't make too much at a time. Because anything could happen. I don't want to leave myself with no shea butter. Because this is not always available. Well, it is available, but I don't want it to not be available. And then I'm stuck with no shea butter, so. Just in case. I like to stick with the same quality. I don't want to buy from a different company. All right. So now I'm going to melt this down. And it won't take very long at all. I'm just going to sit in the kitchen and wait for that to get done melting. How have you been feeling? I really appreciate you coming over to my home and hanging out with me. How have you been going on your growth journey? Have you been setting firm boundaries in your relationships and all of that? What you been working on, girl? I know communication has been a big thing for me, but I'm doing better. I'm doing better not taking things personally and going with the flow. But I've been having to keep close to God to be able to do that. I've been like in almost a constant state of prayer and like reading out of the Gnostic Gospels and watching things that are not negative when I am on YouTube. I've pretty much stopped watching the T pages and stuff like that. And I'm starting to clear clear my social media of low vibrational stuff, I guess. If it's not feeding my soul or giving me new information, why am I eating it, basically? I'm the type of person that says I eat books. Like, it's all your diet. The point is, it's all your diet, what you take in. So I've been taking more control over my life, because there's so many things that are out of my control that I really want to hold on to what I can control. And I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about discipline. I'm talking about the standards that I have for living, my education, all of that. How I think has become very important to me. I'm starting to see everything as energy, and even an impure thought can turn into an impure action, and it can also have a negative effect on someone, even if I don't say it out loud. The fact that I thought negatively about them, that translates through a frequency, and that affects everything around me. And I don't want to go around this angry, distraught, vengeful person because of things that have happened to me. I legitimately want to be like a righteous person, like not like a Bible thumper, but I legit want to be like pure of like mind and action. Like, I don't want to be bad. I actually don't want to be bad. Like, I don't like having negative thoughts or doubtful thoughts or fearful thoughts, and they all tie in. I genuinely do want the best for people, and I don't like when I get judgy about other people. It doesn't feel good when people judge me or misunderstand me, and I don't want to be an unfair person. It doesn't feel good to judge other people. At this point, when I'm watching a YouTube channel and I see a sister doing something that I don't agree with, I don't like having judgmental thoughts against her. It hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts me to be that person, and it hurts me for them. I just want to be the type of person that can observe other people's lives and not judge them. I'm going to make some peanut butter hot chocolate. So I have this cordless mouse for my laptop, and it's been acting really janky lately, and I was trying to work, and I was getting a little frustrated, and I thought there might be something wrong with the sensor. I don't know why I thought that I could actually fix it by like sticking my finger on it, but I'm pretty sure after that it wasn't going to work right anyway. So I usually just tap it like that and it'll start working right. Well, this time I tap, still wasn't working. Then I went, still wasn't working. And then I was just like, and it exploded. And it was so cool. So needless to say, I had to go on Amazon and get another one. And of course, this had to happen at the end of the month, when, you know, my corn purse is a little bit lighter than at the beginning, yeah. So, hopped right on Amazon and found a deal. I found a new one. It was like either $14.99 or $11.99, but I got it on sale for $8. Perfect. Made sure to read the reviews and all of that. It's not the first one I had seen. I had read through a couple of them, and there were some complaints about connectivity, I believe, on some of the first ones I looked at. The more expensive ones, even. So, I just had to check. I thought the oil was boiling. You don't want to boil the oil. You just want to melt it. I'll turn my water down. It's almost done. So I order it overnight shipping because I'm an Amazon Prime member, so I get free 2-day shipping on pretty much everything. And then it gets here, and I already knew it needed batteries. I could have swore it said AA. I always have AA batteries. I don't have AAA batteries. I need 2 AAA batteries. And I'm like, dang, I really do need that mouse to update my website. It is a nightmare trying to update a website when you don't have a mouse. So that's fine. I gotta go take care of that. It's all good though. I've been doing a lot of work on acceptance, and that has a lot to do with going with the flow, because I had to accept that certain changes, like in my income, were out of my control. And I'm telling you, it gets to a point where I don't even want to open the mail sometimes, because I'm afraid there's going to be another change in there that I'm going to have to adjust to and try to avoid the daggone depression, manic spiral. I should not have to go through those things. Oh, this is another reason that staying in the Word has been helpful. Ooh, let me get this verse. Now, this is something I got watching Sean Connell from Think Media give an interview yesterday. He's Christian. I did not know that. For some reason, I seem to trust Christians more. I don't know. If I'm doing business with somebody and they're Christian, like a certain type of Christian, like not a judgy Christian, like a real Christian, I like Christians, for real. They just seem to always try to do what's right, and I like that. I'm not talking about like fanatics or anything. I'm just talking about regular old do good, be good Christians. I like that. So he has so much wisdom. He got it all from the Bible. I like him. He's such a family guy. I've learned a lot about how to grow your channel from watching him. I went from 350 subscribers to 1,000 in 30 days taking his Think Media challenge, and I grew. Within 6 months, I got 1 million views on my channel. So what he said was, it's from Romans. Do not be conformed to the patterns of this world. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And that really blew me. Do not conform to the patterns of this world. That had me thinking about addiction and the fear matrix and the rat race and basically everything that has ever caused me stress in life. Do not be conformed to the patterns of this world. Fear, abuse, addiction. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Well, every time that I read the word, my mind is renewed. It's just like everything that I'm drawn to in studying the Gnostic Gospels, or whether it's the Apocrypha, or whether it's the Kabbalion, it does renew my mind. It makes me see the world differently. It helps me accept myself and accept others. And accept that I can be great, and that sometimes your environment does not reflect your future. I'm just so very inspired by it. And I find that the more that I am in the Word, as they call it, the more that my mind is not in the world and not in the worries of the world. You feel me? I like who I'm turning into. I don't mind who I've been, but I'm very much looking forward to the woman that I'm turning into. I like her. She believes in herself. She reads a lot. She studies. She works out her body. And she listens more than she speaks. Did you see that 80-20 rule situation I put on my community page? I like that. Sometimes I'll read things and I'll post things, and it doesn't mean that I believe everything. It doesn't mean that that's my one and only truth, but there's inspirations that I've gotten from it. Just like how I can listen to a song just because I resonate with one line, or I like the beat, or the tone that the person has is the way they're inflecting is a way that I felt before. Like how you can hear a grimace or a growl when someone is rapping. I can relate to that animalistic feeling being in that space within myself. I can relate to that, especially within motherhood. There's no more animalistic of a form that I'm in is when I am dealing with my kids. Like, I love them, and I definitely get very primal over them. Yeah. I'm using the blue ones a lot. I'm going to use these little holders that I got from my Dutch oven. I have a red one and a blue one. I got one for me and for my son because he kept using mine. It's on my Amazon store. It comes with this. You can put this. This is what I'm supposed to be using because this is hot, so I can burn my counter. And then it came with these and an instructional booklet on how to care for it, because there is a little bit of care. Like right around here is the cast iron material, so you want to make sure that you are greasing that with some type of oil, and how after you cook you got to make sure to clean this immediately, otherwise this part will rust, stuff like that. And then it comes with a recipe booklet. So since this is hot, I'm going to use these and put this in the fridge. If I was being really diligent, I would sit this out for like an hour so it could cool down, then put it in the fridge, but it's fine. since I'm not doing that, this is going to take probably about 4 hours to cool down because there's a lot of stuff in the fridge. So we'll come back, and then when we come back, it'll be almost solid. You don't want it to be completely solid. I've left it in there too long before, and I had to remelt it and then cool it again. Then we'll get out our hand mixer and beat it, beat it. I'm sorry, this is my favorite drink in the world now that I'm not having coffee anymore because caffeine makes me manic. So this has become my coffee replacement. I also sell a hot cocoa. It's an antioxidant powder as well. I sell it on the Amazon store too. Yeah, it's just easier instead of people like asking me what this and that is. It's just easier to just have everything on a list in that store so that it's easy for you guys to find the stuff that I feature in my videos. I like for things to be organized, and I do like to respond when people ask me questions. If I can help, I will help. I used to respond to every comment. Now I don't do that because I don't have to respond to negative comments. Like, I don't have to. I can tell by someone's energy whether or not they're trying to get to know me or whether they, like, when they're like, where's the kid's dad, stuff like that. I'm not about to sit up here and respond to any of that. And when people are like if you at all have a nasty tone, I just block them from my page because I don't want people hate watching me. That's weird, and it's not good for my spirit at all. If I know you don't really like me, or I can tell that this is not really content that you're actually interested in, I'm not going back and forth with anybody. I don't go back and forth with people in real life. Why would I do it online? And it's just not healthy. I'm trying to change myself and be a productive member of society, a productive person within myself. I've been focused on developing a relationship with God and making sure my soul is clean. Like, this is not it. This will be it for my body when my time is up. But as far as my soul, that's going on. And I'm not being reincarnated here as nothing. Okay? I want to ascend as a light being and go somewhere else where I don't have to worry about bleach and taxes. This is my last lifetime paying bills. It says on my timer that we have an hour left, but I still want to check and see how firm it is. I think I put in there for... Oh, yeah, no, it definitely needs 2 more hours. All right, it's ready. See? Now I'm going to beat it to death. See, now after I beat it, this is the point where I add jojoba or almond. But I'm not going to add extra oil this time because it's been like 80 to 90 degrees in Maryland. And I don't want it to be, to lose its constitution in the heat. So I'm not going to add any extra oils this time. That's what we're left with. Boom. So now all I have to do is wipe out my containers that have been repurposed. There's still some here last time. And refill. Like, I've got way too much 4C type hair texture in this family to keep having to buy leave-in conditioner for our hair. It just was not cost effective, and it had all these extra ingredients. We can use this as a lip balm, a body butter, and a leave-in conditioner. It's so inexpensive to make, it's easy to make, and it's fulfilling. You can add essential oils to this. You can add other oils like jojoba or sweet almond, depending on whatever skin issues you have. And this is just another way to nourish your body by controlling what goes in it and on it. There's just too many harmful additives, especially in items that we use as women and as a minority. So it's better to make our food and our body products at home. And now I'm going to pass this out to all of the kids. It's hot. It's already melting a little bit, but when it cools down, when it gets to around 70, 75 degrees, it always goes back to that whipped consistency. And that's what I like about it. It does maintain. I've tested it. Because I've had people request me to mail them these. I didn't feel comfortable charging them what I was going to have to charge them for me to actually make a profit. Yeah, I'd rather just teach people how to do it. But if she keep asking me, I might just do it. Give the people what they want and all. And we are done. Very easy. Very, very. I'm about to throw on some barely any clothes because it's hot as actual hell and run down to the dollar store and get my kids a couple things. Some potatoes, probably. Something. Apples, potatoes. Alright, let's go. You ready? Don't let me forget the milk, please. I need some plant milk so I can eat my hot chocolate. Eat my hot chocolate. Lord. Wrapped up on the devil. Oh my baby, let me say you go there with me. Are you go never ever leave me? Say you go. Have carts because they usually steal them. I always get a new one because I ain't with the bacteria. How you doing? Tell me why I just walked in here and there's a lady in a wheelchair sneak eating Oreos in the dollar store section. And they don't want to say nothing to her because she disabled, but she's stealing, clearly stealing. They ain't finna say nothing to her either. I ain't finna say nothing either. I ain't see nothing. So basically right here, I'm trying to figure out how to even open this. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but I did it anyway. So I'm looking at this price, and it is $5.79 plus tax with these apples. And I'm counting. And some of these only have 4. Some of them have 5. So basically, I'm paying $1 an apple. Now, let me tell you, I got 3 kids in here that can eat 2-3 apples at one time. So this finna be a waste of money. Aldi's prices are definitely not like this. But I'm finna buy them anyway because I done told them kids I'm about to bring them some apples. But I'm not happy about paying $1 an apple. And I'm still counting. I finally found one that had 5 apples in it. But baby, I ain't want to spend that money. So I put that back down. That's the first time doing that. I don't want to be running in people and go making a mess. I clean up my mess. So now we looking at the potatoes. Now I do not like buying produce from a dollar store, but who is walking all the way to Aldi in this heat? So I'm looking at the yellow potatoes. Those are my favorites, but this is for the kids. Ain't got nothing to do with me. And then I'm looking at the other potatoes. Those are the russets. Those are the ones the kids like. I know those are the ones they gonna want me to get. So I'm looking back and forth. And there go the reds. Now I love the reds, but my kids love russets. So I'm looking back and forth. Which one should I get? The ones that I like or the ones that they like? So ultimately, of course, I get what the kids like. Into the cart. Alright, so I have 6 apples, 1 thing of apple juice from concentrate, a bag of Idaho potatoes, and what's this? 2 quarts of plant milk. Now let's see how much this costs. How much you think it's gonna cost? I say $13.75. Let's see how much it comes up as. This is your dollar store in America. Let's see how much this costs. Okay, so he only charged me for the apples, the milk. Yeah, and the apple juice because the potatoes wouldn't ring up. So it came out to $12.20, but those potatoes were $4, so it would come out to $16.75. That's crazy. And thank you, Spirit, for all the blessings that you give me, and please bless that man for giving us that. I really, really appreciate him. I appreciate all of my blessings. As far as single mom raising kids on a budget, them free potatoes mean a lot. And I hope I can repay him in some way one day. So I'm entered into this contest for Rolling Stone for America's Next Top Music Artist or something like that. And the voting starts on July 1st. And if you win, you get to be in Rolling Stone, like on the Rolling Stone website, and they give you $10,000. And let me tell you what, if I win that $10,000, we're going. I'm paying off all my debt. Let me tell you what, I really will dip out and finally finish my album. Like, I've been working on an album for years, and music is so expensive to produce properly. let me tell you what, it's a long shot. But then again, maybe it's not, because there's not that many people making really good music, and my music comes from the soul. And I feel like I have a very good chance of winning. I really do. But if I do, I'm telling you what, we are out of here. We're out of here. We're going to the country, baby. And then I'll have the money to put into all of our businesses that we're missing right now that would take us right over the edge. That'll be the catalyst for everything for my family. And I'm really excited about it. But anyway, I brought that up just to say that I'm going to print out flyers and go around to all these stores that I shop with, all these local stores and stuff like that, and tell them that I'm in the running, and then like print out flyers and get them to vote for me. Because if people love me as much as they say they love me, they will want to support me, and they've expressed that they wanted to support me before, but I've just never like reached out. But I'm going to do that now. So I'm about to be outside. I should probably take that blue painter's tape off of my ceiling, but when I first moved here, there were a lot of roaches, and I could hear stuff crawling in the ceiling. And I didn't know if it was a mouse or a squirrel, but there was like tiny little holes right there, and I didn't want like their hair or just any dust or anything falling into the kitchen. So the best thing I could do at the time was cover it up with painter's tape. But we'll have to find a different solution because I'm tired of seeing it. So this is our almost this what would have been $16 haul. I'm telling kids they gave us our potatoes for free. Do y'all rinse your bottles off and stuff when you come from the grocery store? I have to, because I see how dusty it is in here. I'm gonna rinse these off. Take my shoes off. Well, I cannot stand when people walk on the inside with their outside shoes. That is so gross. I looked at the bottom of my tennis shoes the other day, and I swear it was dead bodies on there. I was like, where is the bleach? You want me to have an anxiety attack? Tell me we out of bleach. That's all you gotta do. Let me hop in the shower. I just came from outside. You know how I do. Raja is always in the bathroom, and he's not even doing anything. They're doing this new thing now where they just go in the bathroom and get on their phone. Like, what is that? Do your teens do that? Like, it's not allowed. Why are you just chilling in the bathroom? Every day they find a new way to be weird. So tomorrow I have a photo shoot. Judah gonna have us out here on the hottest day of the week doing an all-day photo shoot in a place with no shade for the lyric video. So I'm looking forward to that. And we were talking about what I was going to wear. And what I was telling them is, like, I'm not about to get all polished up for, like, videos and Instagram and stuff like that. I show how I really am. I feel like sometimes when people get on, they become unrelatable because they're so polished all the time. Their hair is always perfect. And they always got designer clothes on. Like, that's not me. And that's not the impact I want to have at all. At all. So I'm going to be my actual self. I'm just going to pull up the best version of me. But, like, Judah, you have got to stop doing that around the house. Go paint in one place. Like,
I was comparing the colors.
Oh, my God. Living in a house full of artists is, like, oh, my God. It's an inspirational nightmare.
I got it pretty good. It could be a little darker. It's for the, I'm making a green screen.
Why are you painting with such ferocity? This boy do everything like he's trying to end the world. Slam the cabinet, slam the door.
Paint starts drying.
That's why I can't paint on the mural, because the air is on and it keeps drying that paint on my brushes. I haven't been able to paint in a week because of this freaking heat. We've got all the fans on, and we're using acrylic paint, so the acrylic paint will dry on my paintbrush, and then I can't finish painting. You love leaving this time of the... You okay? You need to be back before dark.
Go.
She always yelling at the cat. Who yelling at the cat? Isis. She always acts so funny when I turn that camera on. I don't know why she does that. So I need to get prepared for that tomorrow. Oh, so that's what I was saying. Like, I'm just going to show up as my natural self. I wear regular clothes. I do regular things. You know, I want to spread the message that you don't have to be anything other than what you are to shine. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to get all gussied up and do the most. No, I don't do that. It's hoodies, sweatpants, and Timbs. Every season. Every day. Like, this is what I am. I didn't come here to look like other people or do what everybody else does. I came here to keep it real and find the truth, speak the truth, be the truth. Do good, be good. You feel me? It's not about what's going on out here. It's about your soul. And if I can't embody my own beliefs, then what's the use of talking? I'll holler at y'all later. I love you. Thank you for spending time with me in Fury World. I'll catch you later. Peace, baby.